this stream is just liking things together. You can't complain. It's a wonderful Sunday. I'm glad to hear that. Not complaining is usually good. Often better than complaining. So, we can start this morning with a logo. I've lit a candle for us. You can see here it is lit. The flame will get stronger as the stream goes on. Right now it's very faint, but it is on fire. Good morning. How was your day? How was your night? How are you doing? How is your daughter? How's that? Good morning, Julie. So, we'll take a deep breath and then exhale with tongue. This one, voice, and pray. Was like this. Hello from court. This bottle thing is a candle, a lamp. There's a flame. You see the flame? There's a wick. The bottle itself is made of glass. It was a steroid for my allergies. I used it a lot, but I turned it into a candle. You're very uncomfy right now. Why are you uncomfy? Thank you, Mickey. Now we're going to do that same exercise, only a little bit higher. So I'm going to go to the very top of my vocal range, which I'm sure is quite lower than many of you. Top of my vocal range in my regular register, not my falsetto register. We'll see how I can sustain that. Not nearly as long. So it goes. That's the way the vocal tract works. Now we'll go even higher into falsetto. And we'll hold that for a very consumers, we tried breathing. We can breathe together, and hopefully that will calm you down. Inhale and exhale. Ball sweat drink. You're sharing this live video. I have some guesses that you're not sharing it to places that I would like you to share. But would you tell me, where are you sharing this live to? What places do you think would want to be graced with this particular community presence? Matt, why don't you guess? You can guess my pronouns if you like. I'm sure you can guess correctly. You need some financial guidance. Well, I can't offer that to you. My best advice would be share all of your money with your closest friends and ask them to take care of you. Okay. You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong. If you use pronouns to refer to me, then those are my pronouns. That's the way it works. Some people would kill me for saying that. I don't have question. You must have been here before when I said I was depressed last time. I'm depressed because it's winter. I'm depressed because I feel stuck in my jobs. I'm physically stuck in this location. I feel stuck in my own mind. I'm depressed because I have a marijuana addiction. I don't know what to do about it. I need to be about that. Try to be transparent with you. I'm not terribly depressed, like, compared to some kinds of depression that I've seen and experienced. Like, I'm more or less healthy. I just feel kind of slow and sleepy and stuck and pessimistic. But I love performing for you, and that makes me feel really good. So, what are we doing today? So, now we're going to start our prayer ritual with some words from the Book of Deuteronomy. The Book of Deuteronomy is written at a very pivotal time in Jewish history when their state was dissolving, but had not yet dissolved. And so you can often read the book as an attempt to consolidate the empire. There's no much of it in that. Oh gosh. And you've been muted this entire time. Is that better? Oh, that's so much better. What religion am I? That's an excellent question. Why don't you guess? All these, you seek to categorize me, Matt. You seek to know my pronouns and my religion, and you want to put me in a little box, and I resent it. I don't resent you. You're great. But I don't like to be placed into categories. I'm not sure what religion I am. But we are going to recite some words from the Book of Deuteronomy, which, depending on your background, is either Jewish or Christian. I read it from a Jewish perspective, for the most part. So, the first prayer goes like this. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Shema Yisrael Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Listen, Israel, Yahweh Eloheinu Asherah. All these gods are one. You think they're separate. You think they're separate concepts out in the world, right? Asherah is associated with trees, Yahweh with volcanoes and thunder. One is male, one is female. But all of these differences, they're actually illusory, right? And all of the names point to a deeper reality underneath them all, in total, that we are all connected to, in which we all come from, in which we all are. Yahweh Echad, all is one, like a serpent eating its tail. ואהבת את ענת אלוהיך ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך וחיו הדברים האלה אשר נוחי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך וחיה כי ביאך יהוה אלוהיך אל הארץ אשר נשבע לאבותיך לאברהם ליצחק וליעקב לתת לך ערים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת ובורות עצובים אשר לא עשת כהרים וזיתים אשר לא נטעת והלכת ושבת הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תישך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. What language is this? Speak in English, please. Hebrew. Yes, Hawkeye, it is Hebrew. And we can translate those words as you shall love Yahweh Eloheinu with all your heart and all your soul and all your might. These words that I'm speaking to you right now, teach them to your children, or in this case, the 81 people who are currently paying attention to you on TikTok, only a third of which are going to be here for more than 20 seconds.
What is this? Where are we? What's happening? Who are we? Where are we? Teach them to your children. Teach them to anyone who will listen. Recite them when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. And recite them when you are traveling far away from home and when you are in your bed. And you shall bind them as a symbol on your hand, this symbol, and you shall let them serve as a sign between your forehead. Have any of you put on tefillin before? Any of you? Have any of you put on tefillin? Probably not. Probably none of you have put on tefillin. But do any of you know what tefillin is? And you shall inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Al mizuzot beitecha uvisharecha. How many of you have a mezuzah on your house or on your gates? Any of you? Maybe? Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I am the only one speaking to a crowd of strangers. Who knows? How's my day been so far? My day has been lovely, Quinn. I've had a really nice day. I woke up with my partner and we had a long, slow morning together. And when Yahweh Eloheinu takes you into land that he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to assign to you, great and flourishing cities that you did not build, houses full of all good things that you did not fill, hewn cisterns that you did not hew, vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant, and you eat your fill. Take heed that you do not forget Yahweh, who freed you from the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. Coven commune, maybe you are what? Maybe you are what? I'm not sure what you're responding to. My cloth is very beautiful. Does it have a significance? Yes. I mean, I like scarves. But that like comes, it's traditional, right? So sometimes I wear this scarf. This is a talit. It's a prayer shawl. This belonged to my grandfather. And sometimes I wear it. I guess I can put it on right now. There's a prayer you have to say before you put it on. I repeat the name of Yahweh Eloheinu, who blessed the fringes of my garments. Something like that. So, there. That's the prayer shawl. It's a prayer shawl. I wear it when I pray. So here it is. I am that I am. That is what Yahweh said. That is what Yahweh said. I wish I knew the Hebrew for that. What is your name? Moses asks to the bush which burns, which does not consume. You know, a burning bush which is not consumed is not dissimilar to a serpent eating its tail. They go on infinitely, eating and eating and eating, and they never go away. Interesting symbol. I came upon a wedding that old families had contrived, with Bethlehem the bridegroom and Babylon the bride. Oh, great Babylon was trembling, and she stood there naked with me. And Bethlehem inflamed us both like the shy one at some orgy. And when we fell together, all our flesh was like a veil that we had to draw aside to see the serpent eat its tail. Oh. Some women wait for Jesus, and some we wait for Cain. So I'll hang upon this altar, and I'll hoist my axe again, and I'll take the one who finds me back to where it all began, back when Jesus was the honeymoon, and Cain was just a man. So we'll read from pleasant Bibles that are bound in blood and skin, that Asherah is gathering all her children back again. Can I explain the significance of a serpent eating its tail? Well, let me ask you, what is your experience of being a self in your body, right? How would you say, what is the relationship between your mind, your brain, and your body, right? Your mind contains a map of your entirety. Your whole selfhood is contained in this single part, right? Your mind contains everything that you are, every little twitch of the fingers, every gurgle of your stomach. It occurs not just in the body, but also in the mind, right? The mind is inside the body, right? It's literally inside my skull, and yet the body is inside the mind, or a representation of it, right? A one-to-one mapping of every phenomenon that you've ever experienced. You've experienced it here, and you've also experienced it here, and yet they are one system, right? They're intertwined, right? They interpenetrate each other. So this pattern shows up all over the place. We can also talk about the relationship between a cell and its DNA, right? The DNA represents all of the dynamics of the cell, and yet it is not those dynamics, and yet it is within them. It's a paradox, right? It's a recursive paradox. And we can say the same thing about the prayer that I said earlier, right? The V'ahavta. The prayer says, you shall love Yahweh Elohim with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. And these words, which words? These words. Self-referential. These words that the prayer are, you are to repeat them. So the code of the prayer, the informational content of the prayer, contains the physical manifestation of the prayer. The prayer contains itself, like a serpent eating its tail, like a bush that burns but is not consumed, right? So it is a way of representing the infinite. The infinite is not simply the biggest thing ever. That's mistaken, right? The infinite is the thing which contains all things, including itself. That's what makes infinity special, is that it is so large that it can contain itself, even though it is as big as itself. So how could it contain itself? And we can go on and on and on like this, right? This statement is a lie would be another version of this. And in the song that I sang, right, that Leonard Cohen song, Cohen talks about how the invasion of the city of Bethlehem by the Empire of Babylon, when the Babylonians came and they destroyed Jerusalem and they destroyed Bethlehem, right? Through that destruction, through that occupation, they created a people. It was like a wedding. It was like an orgy, right? It was so fertile that a nation was born through its destruction. Isn't that interesting? An interesting metaphor. Serpent eating its tail. Death and rebirth in one. And if TikTok numbers are any indication, that little lecture was terribly boring. You all left. You all left. Half of you in any way. But that's okay. I wanted to say that. I've said it many times before. I'll say it many times again. It's not inherently a thing in and of itself, but also all of existence. Yes, it is a thing, but not a thing. I'm glad you appreciate that, Amelia. Amexila? Amexila? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I can try. I can mispronounce it. Anyway, now we can say some prayers to the male and female goddesses that are the progenitors of this tradition. Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, shelo ashani isha. I repeat the name of Yahweh Eloheinu, who did not make me a woman. I had to do that myself. What are your chores, Paige? What are your chores? How are you? Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Baruch atah Asherah, Anat Malecha Haolam, Asher Yitzaret Ha'adam B'chachama Uvera Ve'or. I repeat the name of Asherah Anat, who made me with many openings and cavities. What a prayer. What a prayer. Thanks, Asherah. Asherah and Yahweh. Characters. Interesting characters that we can remind ourselves of. Kajananam Bhutakanati Sevitam Kapita Jambupala Sarabakshitam Umasutam Sakabinasakarnam Mahamatim Divyamayuravahanam Ridasyasinam Sarasainanatam Guham Sadanam Saranam Prapadye Yaku Enduti Saraharadvala Yasupravasvarita Yavina Varanda Mandita Kara Yasvita Padmasana Ya Brahmachuta Sankara Pratrapi Devasata Pujita Samampatu Saraswati Bhagavati Nehe Satyadhyapa Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nisparanchaya Santaya Shivadandaya Te Namaha Shri Vishnu Devadandaya Te Namaha Om Sarva Mangla Manglaye Shive Savarta Sadike Saranye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Om Oh, 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 You dry your laundry outside, even in wintertime. We don't have indoor laundry either. I mean, we have hanging. We can hang our laundry inside. It's a pain in the ass. We often hang it outside, but in the wintertime I don't. I refuse. I will not go outside to hang my laundry. But I'm glad that you do. That's good. And you ask, do I have any prayers I could recite for a lost one? Yes, Charlie Mayhoman, I do. We will conclude the stream with Kaddish. Kaddish is a prayer of mourning. The word kadosh in Hebrew means holy. And we will say Kaddish soon. A few more prayers to get through. But stick around, and we will say the morning prayer at the very end. I hope you'll stay. Gajananam Bhutaganati Sevitam Kapita Jambupala Sarabakshitam Umasutam Sakabinasakaranam Mahamatim Divyamayuravahanam Ridasyasinam Sarasananatam Guham Sadanam Saranam Prapadye Yakuhentutu Saraharadabala Yasupravasvarita Yavinavarandamanditakara Yasvita Padmasana Yabrahmatuta Sankara Patra Pidevasata Pujita Samampatu Saraswati Bhagavatini Sajadyapaha Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nisparanchaya Santaya Shivanandaya Te Namaha Shri Vishnu Devanandaya Te Namaha Om Sarva Mangala Manglaye Shive Savarta Sadike Sarani Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostate Narayani Namostate Om Oh, 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 oh. Yes, Paige, it snowed here. You know, we're not far from one another. We probably were hit by literally the same storm. The same humidity bout. Triambakam yajamai sugandim pushchivardhanam Urvarukami bhavandanan Mityar Mukshiyam amritatom Om Triambakam yajamai sugandim pushchivardhanam Urvarukami bhavandanan Mityar Mukshiyam amritatom Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Makashit Tukabhagbhave Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamutachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishate Om Shanti 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 Om Peace 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 But I don't want to pray to my maker. No, I just want to be feeling free. Not just who I am, but the pink and golden land and that wide, wild sky over me. Help me to the sun. Hey, I'm looking everywhere. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray. We don't want to pray. And it's not much good to talk, better to walk it. Ooh, not much good to take, better to give. We are done for, given, and forgotten of our sins. And I promise you, my friends, all that dies will live again. So, pardon, God and Mom, what I'm saying isn't fair. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Ella Allah, Allah made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Asher, Asherah made good, and Anat, Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Ella Allah, God made, God made, God made. But I don't want to pray to my maker. No. I just want to be what I see. Not just who I am, but the pink in golden land, and that wide, wild sky over me. Help me to the sun, hey, I'm looking everywhere. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Pray. Love Allah, Allah made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Asher, Asherah made good, and Anat, Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Love Allah, God made, God made, God made me. Except that's a lie. You know that, right? None of those gods exist, except in the stories that we tell. And in actuality, I made me, or you made me. The numbers dwindle. And yet as they shrink, they become more serious. It's just 12 of you now, 10 of you. Maybe we'll drop down to 2. Sometimes we drop down to 2. TikTok is our pernicious overlord, right? I look at these numbers, these dwindling numbers, and I cannot help but associate them with my self-worth, even though I know that that is false, right? That is dangerous thinking, painful thinking. Even though I know that, it still occurs. So, oh, look how unpopular I am. I must not be doing something interesting. Everyone's gone. What am I to do? Paige is still here. Hi, Paige. Thanks for being here. I'm able to connect to some of you, really, truly. And I know that. That's why I am still here. Despite the emotional ups and downs that is learning how to be a human on this platform. It's hard work. It hurts me sometimes. But so it goes. So, we have a couple more prayers before I head out for the day. Good morning, Sunny. Sonia? TikTok universe. What does that mean? You were watching a couple videos of yours you missed. You were off for a few days. Swamp Witch Wanda? Swamp Witch Wanda? Sachidananda? Videos about Kaddish and Ashra. Which videos were you watching? Any fun plans today? I'm going to go for a walk with my goats. That's what I do every Sunday with my partner. We go for a walk with goats. So that's what I'm going to do today. And it'll be nice. Swamp Witch Ananda. Swamp Witch Wanda. That's pretty good. Those videos, I care a lot about them. I've been meaning to make those videos about those Canaanitic goddesses for months. And they performed extremely poorly. And it made me sad. Because I cannot help but associate my self-worth with how my videos perform. That's called pathology. Right? But it's not exactly pathology because my economic well-being is contingent on how well those videos perform. It's complicated. I hope you have a wonderful day too, Stompy. Well, I'm glad you liked them, Swamp Witch Ananda. Yeah, I know that some people liked them. So, we have a couple more prayers today to share together. The first is called Arati. Arati means flame in Sanskrit. Like this, light, flame. So we'll say Arati, and Arati will repeat the names of various gods in order to remind ourselves that they are all the same God, actually, in reality. And then we'll say Kaddish. I promised you Kaddish, right? Kaddish is actually the name of a goddess. That's what we were just talking about, right? Kaddish. Here's Kaddish, right? Kaddish was this ancient Canaanitic goddess who bears my name, where she's associated with sex, and who knows what else. We know very little about her. But her name has gone down through the millennia to become associated with mourning, which perhaps is suiting given how she was murdered, or at least forgotten, stopped being worshipped a long time ago. So we'll say Kaddish as mourning, a chance to mourn that which we have lost, that which we are trying to let go of. So we'll share those two prayers together, and then we'll go on our day. Yeah, we all know that feeling, huh, Sonia? Jaya Jaya Arti Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jaya Arti Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jaya Arti Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Papa Vidura Navanita Chora Jaya Jaya Arti Venkanta Ramana Venkanta Ramana Sankata Harana Sita Rama Radhe Shama Jaya Jaya Arti Gauri Manohara Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Samba Sadashiva Uma Maheshwara Jaya Jaya Arti Rajarajeshwari Rajarajeshwari Tripura Sundari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jaya Arti Anjaneya Anjaneya Hanumanta Jaya Jaya Arti Datta Jaya Datta Jaya Trimutri Avatara.
Oh, you turned it early. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just don't know where you are. I've ruined it. Okay. Thank
Jaya
you.
Jaya Arti Adityaya Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arti Sanisharaya Sanisharaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jaya Arti Sankarachaya Sankarachaya Advaita Gurave Jaya Jaya Arti Sadgurunata Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jaya Arti Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jaya Arti Agastya Munaye Agastya Munaye Sri Rama Priyaye Jaya Jaya Arti Ayappa Swamine Ayappa Swamine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jaya Arti Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Buddha Gurave Jaya Jaya Arti Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jaya Arti Venugopala Om Natatra Suyobhati Natandra Karatam Nema Vidyobhati Kutoya Magni Tvameva Bantam Bandi Sarvam Tasya Basya Sarvidam Vivanti Om Gange Kayamune Kaiva Govari Saraswati Narmade Siddhi Kaveri ha ha. Can't quite hit that note. I can sometimes.
Yeah.
Samastutam Suro Namaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandusha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Buddhyat Manava Prakrite Sabhavat Karomi Adyat Mangalam Parasmahe Narayana Iti Sarmar Payami Sarvadharman Pravichaya Mamekam Saranam Vrija Aham Sva Sarva Papayo Mukshayami Ma Shucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind,
senses, intellect, my nature, or my emotions. All these I dedicate to you.
Should we say Kaddish?
Yeah.
Where's Kaddish? It's in here somewhere. What? Where is it?
I don't think we had it for some time over there.
No, but you have it. I just
Okay.
forget where it is. Here it is.
Okay.
It's here. Here it is.
Oh, it was already there the whole time.
It's already there.
This is the first time I've said Kaddish since Shiva.
Yeah. You said Kaddish for your grandfather. We can say Kaddish for him again.
Yeah. Okay. Might as well.
So, Kaddish is a prayer of mourning. I recently posted a video about the history of the word, right? It's based off of this goddess. This is Kaddish. It's also based off of our name. It's Kaddish. Kaddish.
Kadosh.
Kadosh. Kadesh. So
Kaddish.
many Kiddush. Kedusha.
Yeah.
Kadesha. Kedusha is a prayer. Kadesha is a prostitute. I didn't make
You
that
would.
up.
I know, but you would.
So now is an interactive time of the stream. There aren't that many of you here still, but if there's anything that you're mourning, anyone that you're grieving, anything you're trying to let go of today, feel free to put their names in the chat in this tiny little ephemeral shared space, and we can mourn them together with these words. Yid gadal v'yid gadash shemei Rabbah, b'yama divrach yurte v'yamlich malchute, b'chayachon u'vyamechon u'v'chaye d'kol beit Israel, b'gala u'bizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah miba'arak le'olam amei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yit hadar v'yit haleh v'yit halal shemei d'kudasha b'rechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, d'amiran b'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal chol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal chol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal chol Yisrael v'imru. V'imru. Amen.
It's interesting how that last line becomes like a joyful song. It's
Yeah.
always sung such a joyful song.
May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say Amen.
Yeah.
And to all Israel will include the kingdom of the Philistines.
Yes. At my congregation, we sang Olam instead of Israel.
Right, because Zionism. But
Yeah.
you can also interpret Israel more broadly.
I
You
know.
like the people who live there,
Israel
whether or
is
not they want to live inside the nation state.
yeah.
of Israel.
Israel is multiple things.
Yeah.
But we also changed God's name to other things.
I change God names all
I
the
know,
time.
but we made it like not God. It was like
yeah. Hashem. Or like,
no,
No.
it was just godless.
yeah. Right, you euphemized it very intensely.
Yeah. The prayer for lighting the candles was like, blessed is the light that brings joy into the world. You know?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, blessed be God for giving us the light or
Mhm.
whatever. It was just like,
Yeah.
light brings joy and we like that.
Yeah.
So,
It's consistent with modern metaphysics. We all came from light. Okay. It's time to go. I'll see you all later. Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. I'm not sure. Not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling. But it's lovely to spend the morning with you all. And, Paige wants us to have a great walk.
that's great.
Yeah.
It's the goat's first snow, so I
It's
think
true.
it will be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. They'll be timid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a lovely day, friends. See you soon.